25 years ago, in May 1997, Pakistan's Islamabad airspace was shocked by unknown thundering sound. No one knows what it was. The public was unaware of the mystery of incident. It was a mystery for many years. But some sources like Spyflight, a website dedicated to reconnaissance and surveillance aircraft, say it was a spy flight over the Pakistan by the Indian Air Force. India denied the incident, but Pakistan's Foreign Minister, Gohar Ayub Khan, believed that the aircraft photographed strategic installations near Islamabad. Air Power International says that Pakistan government considered the breaking of the sound barrier as deliberate, to make the point that the Pakistan Air Force had no aircraft in its inventory which could come close to the cruising height of the plane. Now the question that comes into existence, why Pakistan didn't take any action? And the answer is MiG-25R. The NATO reporting name of MiG-25 is Foxbat. The aircraft is a supersonic interceptor and reconnaissance aircraft that is among the fastest military aircraft to enter service. Designed by the Soviet Union's Mikoyan-Gurevich Bureau, it is one of the few combat aircraft built primarily using stainless steel. It was to be the last plane designed by Mikhail Gurevich before his retirement. Let's see what was the incident. The aircraft entered Pakistani airspace subsonically, that is below the speed of sound, at around 65,000 feet and was undetected, says Spyflight. Then, having overflown and photographed strategic installations near the capital, the aircraft turned back towards India. Perhaps to rub the Pakistanis' noses in it, the Foxbat pilot decided to accelerate up to Mach 2 and dropped a large sonic boom as he exited Pakistani airspace. A number of Pakistan Air Force F-16A were scrambled, but had insufficient time to make an effective intercept. But chasing the Foxbat was pointless. Sources in the Pakistan Air Force told Air Power International that there was no need to intercept an aircraft flying at 65,000 feet, as the F-16 could climb to an altitude of only 50,000 feet. Flying at speeds approaching Mach 3, that is at 3,700 km per hour, at altitudes ranging from 65,000 to 90,000 feet, the MiG-25s flew faster and higher than anything the enemy had. Flying at the edge of space, the aircraft was virtually undetectable to Pakistan's radar network. Only the sonic boom and the fact that it was flying at an unusually low level allowed a Pakistani forward operating base to trace the Foxbat and scramble a couple of F-16As from Sagodar Air Base. The MiG-25 was kept a guarded secret in India, designated Garuda, named after the large mythical bird of god Vishnu from Hindu scriptures. It was used extensively in the Kargil War and Operation Parakram, conducting aerial reconnaissance sorties over Pakistan. From 1981 to 2006, 8 MiG-25 of the Trisonics Squadron of Indian Air Force flew unchallenged over Pakistan and sometimes Tibet, taking countless high-definition photographs and radar images of the situation on the ground. Plus, they recorded electronic emissions from Pakistani and Chinese military communication networks. On an average, they flew 10 to 15 missions a month. The MiG-25 was Russia's secret weapon against American bombers, and therefore was not supplied to even its closest Warsaw Pact allies. However, the defection of the traitor Viktor Belenko in 1976 compromised the aircraft's secrets, and it was made available for export, including to India in August 1981. Aviation expert Shiveror of Livfist quotes former Indian Air Force Chief Idris Latif. "I was shocked and delighted to learn that the Soviets were actually offering MiG-25 Foxbats to us in 1980. I phoned up Mrs. Indira Gandhi and she told me to go ahead and make a decision. The Foxbat was the best in the world in that time, and it was made available to us. After 25 years of glorious service to the nation, the MiG-25 were decommissioned on May 1, 2006. These retired aircraft are now on display at various military installations, with India acquiring high resolution remote sensing satellites with the capability to read even the license plate of a parked army truck. There was no longer a need for reconnaissance aircraft to overfly enemy territory. The MiG-25R began to look like a Cold War relic. The other reason was the issue of spare parts from Russia. IAF officers report that the Russians had closed down the plants that made Foxbat parts. They had even got rid of the blueprints. The Trisonics are gone. But hopefully one day the IAF will release the stories of their missions that will detail how they ran rings around the Pakistanis.